My name is James Skender Aydın. I'm an ecological economist and I'm currently working on energy and climate justice. It is now clear that in order to tackle climate change and to achieve climate justice, a quick transition to a climate-friendly and low-carbon future is essential. This requires phasing out dirty fossil fuels and establishing renewable energy infrastructure such as wind and solar. However, such transition may also affect local processes negatively and create yet another problem at the local level. Today we see such local-scale conflicts against wind farm projects around the world and in Turkey. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will carry out research exploring the sources of tensions and divergences between stakeholders in environmental conflicts around wind farm projects in Turkey. I hope that this research will help us understand the sources of conflict between stakeholders at different scales. Through this understanding, we can contribute to developing a conflict-free, just and equitable energy transition.
My name is Annegret Ward. I am an educational scientist specializing in international comparative youth and youth welfare research. Given the recent turbulences within European and Turkish relations, does youth exchange between Germany and Turkey still have a future? Cultural and educational exchange between the two countries continues despite difficult conditions, and it strengthens ties on many levels, including individual and organizational. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will explore the infrastructural preconditions of youth work and youth exchange on local level in Turkey. I will explore how local authorities and networks can support the internationalization of local youth work organizations. In close dialogue with researchers, policymakers, local, national and international stakeholders, I will develop ways to support further youth exchange between Germany and Turkey.
My name is Yannis Tesman. I'm a political scientist working on the governance of global industries. The Turkish garment industry has become a major source of income for Syrian refugees. Approximately 400,000 Syrians are currently working in Turkish garment factories, with more than 90% being informally employed. The influx of Syrian refugees in the labor market created concerns among Turkish citizens regarding the scarcity of jobs and downward pressure on wages. Therefore, it's a pressing issue for Turkish policymakers to address fears of Turkish citizens, apart from imperatives to improve working conditions for refugee workers. Additionally, the issue of informal employment is also one of the major concerns of EU-based garment brands. They do feel the pressure to ensure that labor rights are respected in the factories of their Turkish suppliers. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I want to explore how legal employment opportunities for refugee workers can be improved in a collaborative effort between EU-based garment brands, Turkish industry representatives and policymakers.
My name is Ender Peker. I'm an urban designer specializing in climate-responsive urban space production. Turkish National Climate Change Action Plan introduces a set of strategies for minimizing the negative impacts of urban development. However, the plan falls in short in terms of responding to the local requirements of different climatic regions within the country. Each climatic region generates its own context, which requires specific interventions in terms of building materials, construction techniques, and transportation infrastructure. Here the critical question is, how municipal authorities, as the key actors of local plan making, translate and reflect national level strategies into local level urban planning processes. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will explore the experience challenges and conflict areas in those translation processes. My research aims at creating actionable solutions with volunteer municipalities taking climate priority in their urban planning agendas.
My name is Maysam Nimer. I'm a sociologist working in the fields of migration, education, gender, and language. The stay of Syrian refugees is becoming long-term, and international funding to Turkey towards developing integration strategies continues to increase. As such, integration as a topic has gained great importance, and language acquisition is one of its key pillars. Language is one of the most significant challenges among migrants in determining inequalities in terms of education, income, and social contact. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will explore language instruction and its role in the integration of Syrian refugees. How is the discourse of language evolving among institutional and non-state actors? And how does this influence Syrian refugees' access to language training? Through this research, I will be offering policy recommendations for decision makers to further enhance their dialogue within and to improve the integration of Syrian refugees in Turkey.
My name is Yohanan Benaim. I'm a political scientist specialized in Turkish foreign policy in the Middle East. In the late 2000s, the development of good relations between Ankara and the Kurdish regional government of Iraq illustrated the rising importance of economic considerations within Turkish foreign policy. However, since the beginning of the Syrian civil war and the renewal of clashes with the PKK since 2015, the situation has dramatically changed, as Turkey has been conducting military operations in Iraq and Syria. What can we make of economic considerations within this new regional picture? How are Turkish businessmen adapting to this new context? As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will explore the economic repercussions of the current Turkish policy in the region. Through different levels of analysis, I will examine not only state policies, but also the transformation of the regional economy and the reconfiguration of businessmen's collective and individual practices in this new context.
My name is Joanna Krzemińska. I'm working in the field of arts and cultural education. Today, there are 1.2 million school-age Syrian refugee children in Turkey, with over 600,000 enrolled at formal education institutions. National and international actors are continuously working to increase the educational opportunities for refugee children in the Turkish educational system. Nevertheless, active participation and social inclusion of refugee students in everyday school life is not evident. As a Mercator-IPC Fellow, I will examine how arts and cultural education can facilitate the inclusion of refugee students at Turkish elementary schools. By initiating the dialogue between refugees, researchers, school representatives and cultural partners, I would like to find new solutions for the development of artistic, creative and cultural learning spaces and to enhance schools as places of cultural diversity and social cohesion.